together. Okay, so looking at the first one, Seamus, what two shapes do you see?
I see a triangle and a rectangle.
Me too. I see a triangle. I thought I unfroze it. I see a triangle, and I also see the rectangle. So this is my triangle, and we're off here. This is my rectangle. I'm going to calibrate. All right, so on a rectangle, if this is 6, so is this. If this is 8, so is this. So looking at my triangle is 1/2 base times height. What's the base of my triangle? 6, right there. What's the height of my triangle? 5. So 1/2 times 6 times 5 is 15. Then I'm going to look at my rectangle. My rectangle area is length times width, because that's what it says. So 8 times 6 is 48. And then what am I going to do to get my final answer? Right?
Add 15 to 48.
Add 15 plus 48. So 15 plus 48
63.
is 63, and that's centimeters squared. I'm going to calibrate this super quick. I didn't write on it today yet. So okay, so the next one. Preston, what two shapes did you see in this next one? Beautiful. Okay, so right here, if I cut it, I've got a trapezoid. I can put trap in here so you know it's a trapezoid. And I've got a rectangle or a square, whatever you want to call it.
But this is wrong.
This, hey, there might be. Right.
So
So trapezoid is either one triangle or two triangles glued on a rectangle. So it could be one or two. If you want to cut this again, you could actually cut this into 3 shapes if you wanted. You could put another line here, have a triangle, rectangle, rectangle, and it would still come out the same. All right, so we're going to look at my trapezoid here. All right, now, for my trapezoid, I know that I have to know base 1 plus base 2 and then the height. I know that those are the 3 things I need. Well, all I see is one base. So that means I'm going to have to find the other dimensions. So down here, this is a rectangle. So if this is 11, so is this. If this is 14, so is this.
So 11, 18 minus 11 equals 7. So
yes.
The height on that one will be 7.
Yes. Okay, so listen to what he said again. Okay, ready? From here to here is 18. It tells me the whole thing is 18. I just knew that this was 11 because of the rectangle. So this piece is 18 minus 11, which is 7, is where that came from. So now I'm ready to do my 1/2 times base 1. So 14 plus 20, and then the height of that trapezoid is 7. So on my calculator, 14 plus 20, that's 34 times 7. So then that's half times 34 times 7, and that's 119. This what you got, Harry? All right, this one right here is my rectangle, so I'm doing length times width. So 11 times 14 is 154. And then I just add the 2 together. So Bryant, what is 119 plus 154? 273, and that's meters.
So yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's try this one. It just says on there not to scale. That just means that it's like not perfectly drawn. Like that means that if it looks like it might be 2, it may not be unless you know exact measurements. It doesn't affect this one though, so it's okay. Just do it the way that you can do it. Cut it. Cut it. Huh? What, Wendy?
Nothing.
We'll sit up straight and see you without to.
And if you were sitting in your actual seat, you can see that right directly behind him, you probably could see. Which I was at. So don't ruin it for people, you need to be doing it. Yes. It's a rectangle. This is a 10x4. I know that this one is this one, which means this is also 4. And this whole thing is 4. If this is 2, this is also 2. I need to find this. So if the whole thing from here to here is this thing. If this becomes 4, how long should it take? 9. What you do? 13 minus 4. Yeah, you got a 2 on my rectangle. How are you splitting it? So you do 4 times 10. Right. Okay, when you cut it off, the bottom, you're gonna do 2 times 13. You're gonna do 2 times what? 9. You got to do 13 minus 6.
All right, so looks like most of us are already done. I like the ones I like this because it's just 2 rectangles. So most of us cut it this way. So this is a 10x4, which means this whole thing is 10. This piece is 4. This whole thing is 10. But looking down here, I know that this whole thing is 2, which means this is 2. But this whole piece is 13. I need just this piece. Subtract 4. So look, this is 4. This whole thing is 13. So 13 minus 4, this is 9. 9. So this one is a 10x4, so length times width, 10 times 4 is 40. This one's a 9x2, length times width, 9 times 2 is 18. And then 40 plus 18 is 58 centimeters. I saw some people with 66, which tells me you did 13 times 2. The 13 was that whole length, not just this part. You gotta watch out for that. This one's already cut for us, so that was nice. So think about what 2 shapes it was cut into, and then find the area of those 2 shapes. Remember, you're never going to get these if you're just sitting there waiting for me to do them. You need to look at it and think, okay, this is this shape, this is this shape. What's the area formula for this shape? What's the area formula for that shape? And work your way through it like that. All right, we should all be quiet. So I was looking at your old test for Friday while a few of us are finishing up. As long as you know how to do all your area formulas and you know how to break the shapes, you should be fine. But if you don't know how to identify your shapes, you're gonna struggle big time. Okay, and no, I'm not drawing a picture of the shapes up here. Those are shapes that you should know. Yes. Yes. All right, here's a question. I'm gonna see if anybody knows the answer. You raise your hand, don't yell it out. What is the difference between a hexagon and an octagon? Because my 4-year-old knows. All right, Terry.
Hexagon 7, octagon is.
All right, Denise.
It's 10.
My 4-year-old knows that, Miss Sanders. Huh.
I know another
7.
Wait, I know another.
What is the 7 side? Not a.
That's FEPT.
Yeah, it's a. I would want to say decahedron, but that's 10.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would say 7.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
name, that's.
Huh?
The name.
The name? What's the name?
Hexagon, octagon.
Yeah, but my 4-year-old doesn't know what that means because he knows the difference.
The what?
Like when he counts the sides.
A what?
Hexagon and octagon. All right. So raise your hand. What two shapes do we see here, Preston? I see a trapezoid up at the top, so this is a trap. And then this one down here is my triangle. Okay? So trapezoid formula, 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times height. Well, I've got base 1, base 2, I've got height, so I'm ready to go for that one. So 1/2 times 6 plus 12 times 6. So that's 1/2 times 18 times 6. So that's 54. So that's what you should have got for your trapezoid. And then your triangle. Oh no. My triangle, I've got to know the base and the height. I know my base is 12. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa, Indy.
Subtract 6 by 15, that's 9.
Yes. Okay. So what Andy's saying is from the very tip top to the very bitty bottom is 15, right?
Yes.
But from the top to the middle is 6. So the middle to the bottom, 15 minus 6, this is 9.
I did it. 11.
So 1/2 times 12 times 6
54.
is 54 again. And 54 plus 54 is
108.
108, that's centimeters.
School way.
So I hope we're picking up that a little bit better. We are going to do a little bit of application with this where it's got some words in the problem. Real quick. Ready? If 1 can of paint covers 20 square feet, how many cans of paint would I need for 80 square feet? All right, Janice?
4.
Why? How do you know that? Because
2 times 4 is 8. And if 1 paint covers 20, then 4 times 2 is 8.
perfect. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pass out these notes. So this is problem solving with composite figures. So if you were good at what we just did, you're going to be fine with these. Okay. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and get started on this. All right. Shh. All right, come on. All right, it says the side of a barn needs to be painted. Everything, including the barn doors, will be painted. How many gallons of paint are needed to complete the job if a gallon covers 250 square feet? Okay, so they're asking me how many gallons of paint I'm going to need to paint that barn. Well, first I need to find
The area.
the area of that shape. I first need to find the area so that I know how many square feet I'm going to have to paint. Okay, what two shapes I'm always in the doors as a rectangle, but what two shapes are we seeing, Jonathan? And triangle and a rectangle. So looking at my picture up here, I've got a triangle, and I've also got this rectangle. And I know the doors are there, but it says we are painting the doors. So that's okay. We don't have to subtract the doors out because we are painting. All right, so I know with a rectangle, if this is 30, so is this. If this is 20, so is this. So I think I'm going to find area of my rectangle first, because that's easiest. So area of a rectangle is the length times width. So what am I going to multiply together?
30. Let's do it.
I'm going to multiply to find the area of the rectangle 30 times 20. Because it's a 20 by 30 rectangle. So that's 600. All right, now I'm going to find the area of my triangle. So I know that a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. Okay. Chevy, what's the base of my triangle? 30, because it's the bottom. So that's 1/2 times 30. Okay. Wendy, what's the height of my triangle? 8, thanks. Wendy, 8.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So I'm doing 1/2, and I know, Wendy, that it's 8 because right here it tells me it's 8. So the base was 30, the height is 8. So 1/2 times base times height, that's 120. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Now, I need to find the area of the whole figure. So 120 plus 600 is 720. Now, that is not the answer to this, because the question did not ask me what's the square feet. It asked me how many gallons of paint are needed to complete the job if a gallon, so if 1 gallon covers 250 square feet. So what you can do to find that is you can take 720 and divide it by 250. Because I know that 1 gallon is going to cover 250. So I'm going to divide it by 250 to see how many gallons are in 720. And you get 2.88.
Would have been 3.
Oh, yes, okay, so 2.88. But you can't go to the store and be like, I really don't need to buy 2.88 of this gallon of paint. I only want to buy that much. They're going to look at you like you're an idiot. You can't. You have to buy a whole gallon or no gallon. So I'm going to round that up to be 3 gallons. It's better to have more than not enough.
Okay.
That wasn't bad, was it?
No, that was easy. We do gallons. Where?
You don't need a gallon square. All right, let's look at number 2 together. All right, there's no picture. And Miss Wilson always says that there's no picture. Draw a picture. All right. So it says a bedroom is 14 feet by 12 feet. So look, here's my bedroom. Okay, it's 14 feet by 12 feet. And then we've got a hallway. So the hallway going towards that bedroom is 8 feet by 3 feet. So the hallway going into that bedroom is 8 feet by 3 feet. Right? Everybody understand my picture?
Yes.
Okay, so it says that they are getting new wood flooring. Wood flooring is priced at $6.20 per square foot. How much will it cost to add the wood flooring? Well, first of all, I've got to figure out how much wood flooring I need. So what am I going to do first?
You're going to find the area.
I'm going to find the area of the bedroom and the hallway. Lucky hey for us, they're both rectangles, which are our easiest shapes.
Oh.
Okay? So, area of this bedroom is length times width. So, 14 times 12.
That is 198, I believe.
168.
I mean, 168. I thought that, I'm sorry.
Guys, come down.
Sorry.
No. Okay. All right, then right here, the area of the hallway is length times width again. So 8 times 3 is 24.
24 inches squared.
So, I'm talking, put your hands down. All right, so once I found the area of my rectangular bedroom, I found the area of my rectangular hallway, I'm gonna add them together to figure out that I need 192 square feet of flooring.
But that's not it.
But that's not the answer.
No.
All right, since Raymond wants to talk so bad, I'm just giving him this opportunity. Raymond, what do you think I'm gonna do now?
You divide it by the price per
No.
square foot. What?
Jonathan? Nope. Oops, what? You multiply. All right, guys, listen. If you're at the flooring store and you know you want to put new flooring in your bathroom and you know you need 20 square feet and each piece of wood that covers 1 square foot is $4, how much is it going to cost you? $80, because 20 square feet times the cost of 1 square foot, 20 times 4 is 80. So I'm going to take this one, and I know that I'm needing 192 square feet of flooring, but 1 square foot costs $6.20. So 192 times $6.20, and the cost for my flooring is going to be what, Brian? 1,490.40 So there are not all dividing, sometimes they're multiplying, and that's okay. But you need to ask yourself when you do this. And a lot of us don't do this with word problems, Jonathan, Melanie. A lot of us are not doing this with word problems. When we get to our answer, we need to ask ourselves, is that a reasonable answer? Does that make sense to the problem? Because if you divided that by 6, you would have got that it cost you like $30-something.
Yeah, $30.
Which would not have made sense at all. It was only going to cost you $30 to do almost 200 square feet of flooring. Makes no sense. So ask yourself, is the answer reasonable? If it's not, then no, it's not. Okay? All right, let's flip it over. Okay, it says, Mrs. Jefferson would like to wallpaper a wall in her guest room. She would like to wallpaper everything but the door. Each roll of wallpaper covers approximately 160 square feet and is $19.85 per roll. How much should Mrs. Jefferson plan to spend on wallpaper? So once again, it says she is wanting to wallpaper everything but the door. That's like yesterday on the back. I want the shaded area, not the non-shaded area. So what am I going to have to do once I find my areas? Subtract. Okay? So I'm first going to find the area of the whole entire wall. Okay? Lucky dog for us. We're just getting lucky again. It's 2 rectangles again, which means that's the easiest area to find. So area of my whole wall is length times width. So that's 18 times 12, which is
216.
okay. So that's the area of the whole entire wall, including the door. Now I'm going to find the area of the door and remove it because I'm not putting wallpaper on that door. So now I'm going to come over here. It's also a rectangle, so I'm using length times width. So that's 7 times 3, which is 21. Put the hands down. Okay, now I am going to subtract it. So I'm taking the wall minus the door, and I get 195, and that's square feet. Okay? So that's how much she's going to wallpaper. Now, when I go back and I look at the problem, how much wallpaper is in one roll?
90.
No.
160.
160. So I'm going to let Carmela answer, so don't talk over. So we all talked over this last time, and they're in one roll. There's 160 square feet. So Carmela, if I bought one roll, would it cover the whole wall? No. How many rolls am I gonna have to buy? 2. Because guys, listen, if one roll of wallpaper covers 160 square feet, I have 195 square feet. So I'm gonna have to buy 2 rolls. So this means I'm gonna have to buy 2 rolls because 160 plus 35 gives me my 195. So this is 1 roll, this is 2 rolls.
It's gonna equal 39.
What if, okay, hold on. Too much, too much. All right, Kaylee, do you know what I should do now with my 2 rolls? Because they're asking me how much it's gonna cost me.
Multiply the price.
Yep. Yep. All right, look. The price of 1 roll is $19.85. So $19.85 times 2. All right, Seamus.
39.7.
It's $39.70.
It's just.
You want mine?
I'll go with you.
Oh, I'm going to tell you all something. Hint, hint, triple hint, extra, extra, hint, hint, number 4, hint.
Oh.
If you're catching my hint.
Is this a hint?
Whoa, Ethan, you're so smart.
I think this is a big
All right. All right, number 4 says, Coach Nichols asked the track team to run a lap around the track. Determine the distance the team ran. This one's asking for perimeter.
Yeah. Are you sure this? We got our perimeter.
Are you sure it's on the test?
You don't have to vote.
Perimeter is the outside.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do it. Okay, so I know that I'm gonna have to find perimeter. And to find perimeter, I add up all the sides. And the way that I know perimeter is because it used the word around. Around is the perimeter. Now, here's my question, Chevy. What shapes do you see in this problem? A circle and a rectangle. I see, so he's right. I see 2 half circles and 1, which is 1 circle and a rectangle. So I'm looking at 2 half circles. So this is 1 whole circle, and I'm also seeing this rectangle. Now, the rectangle is a 50 by 100. Okay, but I'm not finding area, I'm finding perimeter. So to find the perimeter of the rectangle, I'm going to add up all the sides. So 100 plus 100 plus 50 plus 50 is 300.
Do we have to get to perimeter now?
So, well, we didn't know perimeter, that's like 4th grade.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but like.
Okay, we just got to
Do we have to get back into it now?
No. All right, now. I have to find the perimeter of a circle. I wonder what that's probably called.
Circumference.
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 So I'm going to find the circumference of that circle because circumference is perimeter. Now, they give me the diameter. So I'm going to use pi times diameter.
100.
So I'm going to use pi. What's the diameter of the circle? 50. So 3.14 times 50.
157.
157.
Inches squared.
Okay, there's no decimal. Okay. But yeah.
It says, what does it mean by use 3 for pi?
Oh, I don't want that. We're gonna use 3.14 for pi. All right, so my answer, my perimeter of that whole figure is 457, and that's just meters. Perimeter is not square. Okay. I'll tell you this, the one on the test asks for the area, not the perimeter.
So, yeah.
All right, I want us to listen closely to what we're gonna do. There are two sides to this paper, okay? We are only gonna do the side with the flowers, but you need to bring this paper back tomorrow. So you are only doing this side, okay? Only doing the side that has the flowers on it. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now though, because we still have 10 minutes.